the fields of Anfield Road. We are the supporters. We come from Liverpool. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. We conquered all of Europe, and we will never stop. From Paris on to Turkey, we've won the fucking lot. Bob Paisley and Bill Shankly, the fields of Anfield Road. We are the supporters. We come from Liverpool. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale.
Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Back in the place to be. It is me,
Uncle Rod's
Formidable.
TV.
the formidable one. Do you know what I mean? What's going on, people? What's going on? Good to see you guys here. Please like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button, and you will be notified when I go live. Also, hit the link in the description for my Twitter account. Please follow me on Twitter. You know what I mean? Hit that link and give me a follow on Twitter, man. Trust me. Usually put up stuff now and again, you know what I mean? So, but obviously the more followers I get, the more people I put up. You know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah. How is everybody? Let's have a look at the chat. Let's have a look at the chat. Would you like to do the honors, my friend?
Hi, Uncle. Breaking news: Barbade to Liverpool as well. Nice.
But who the fuck is he?
It's that 18-year-old that everyone was talking about.
Oh, from Lille.
Yeah.
From Lille. Okay.
Hope you were well today. You missed a really good game last night. Colombia game. Luis Diaz scored twice and played really well. Awesome. That's what I'd like to hear.
Yeah, I saw the highlights of that, but I'm sorry I couldn't stay up that late. I was knackered.
Hi, Cop Father. Hi, Natasha. Hope you're all right, love. Uncle Mo wants to do a watch along with you tomorrow evening from Scotland versus Morocco game at 11 p.m. He said he would message you tomorrow at some point. Sounds good.
Cool. I'm on it. He's a good lad, he is. He's a good lad. You know what I mean? He'll probably be on his channel, so you know what I mean, you'll be on there as well, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
It's my time slot. I see the Switzerland game was good. They beat Bosnia 4-1. Nice.
Yeah, I saw the last 20 minutes of it. Watched the last 20 minutes of it. I was in and out watching games today because I did a bit of gardening, you know what I mean? But that gardening is going to need a lot of attention, my friend, I'm telling you. You know what I mean?
Also, in the last half an hour, I see Arsenal putting in a bid for Barcola. Let them.
Yeah, let him, mate. Let him. Sorry.
A bid for Barcola. Watching the Canada game. Are they getting on, Natasha? Uncle is on Lucas head, Cop Father on the Pepsi. You know it.
I'm not on Lucas today. Don't
I
need
see
it now.
South Africa's game ended in a draw earlier.
No, he didn't. No, they got beaten. South Africa got beaten.
Did he? No.
Yeah, they got beaten today.
That's unfortunate.
They got beaten. Yeah. I'll check it as well.
Clive's in the building. Big up Delboy and Rodney and chat. Hope everyone is well. Hayne is in the building. Big up, gents. I'm at work. Won't be able to chat. That's all right, Hayne, as long as you're here doing a support and liking the video, but all right with that.
Oh, no, you're right, you know. You're actually right. Yeah, he did it. He did it draw 1-1. He did. Sorry, I was thinking another game.
It's in equalized
till the end. Equalized till the end, yeah.
A blue bottle, how dare you? It's Pepsi. I can't change the colour with the bottle. We go through this every
Oh,
time.
yeah, seriously. Oh,
I started putting it in a whiskey glass anyway. It can be the cop father's drink. Don't worry, Clive. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
That's so funny. Oh, mate. So you had a good day then, have you, sir?
Yeah. Apart from my son, being a complete annoyance, and with him being able to open doors, it basically makes it impossible to stream when he's around. Because you can just open the door, walk in, and take the projector off the wall like you did before, like you did today. So, I got foot. I'm on in footage chat, and he keeps saying, "Come on," and I went, "How do you expect me to do that with a child that can open doors?"
I will
Because
put them on.
you're
I will put my silk pajamas on soon. Don't worry. Okay.
JD with the blue bottle.
Right. So this broke yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Good news. It was good news. What broke yesterday? Someone talking. Yeah.
So we've got a player called Victor Munoz. How do you pronounce his name?
Munoz. So
Should we just say
basically, what is it? Yeah, basically, Fabrizio Romano. Whenever Fabrizio Romano breaks anything, trust me, it's facts. You know what I mean?
I was on Liverpool's 12th man a minute ago, and apparently on X is saying it's all signed, sealed, and delivered. He's our player.
Yeah, so basically, like it broke yesterday from Fabrizio Romano. No, I can't put it like that. I was trying to do it so I can freaking get some light, get proper light. But hold on, let me put it back here for a minute. Give me a second, huh? Give me a second.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Hold on. So basically, right, it broke yesterday from Fabrizio Romano, right, about this deal with this youth here. Now I haven't heard of the kid. I haven't heard of the kid, so I don't know what he's like or anything like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? But it says exclusive.
I looked at his YouTube clips, his compilations. When we get linked to a player, we always look at the compilations.
Yeah.
He's very selfish. Even when it's the best time to pass, he still goes for the shot. He takes on players like Verts does and basically just skipped through challenges, so that's a bit of a plus. But he's selfish. And he's always just looking to shoot. It's just like having another Gakpo, but a more accurate version. He's just going to slip in and shoot. I mean, that's not. Liverpool are a team, not an individual trying to play as an individual. So far, just watching the compilations, I'm not convinced on this player just yet. He's got plenty of time to convince me, but right now, all I see is another selfish player, and he needs to learn to pass when it's the right time to pass, and shoot when it's the time to shoot. He's not got that in his locker just yet. He's 22, 23, so he's got plenty of time, but right now, I'm not convinced.
Yeah, I hear that. So exclusive, Liverpool are set to sign Victor Munoz with hijack done. Here we go. Newcastle was in advanced talks for days, but Liverpool, the mighty Liverpool, entered the deal verbally and agreed terms with Munoz and activate 40 million release clause. All set to be signed. Another big surprise. Do you know what I mean? Now, he's going to potentially play on the left-hand side, isn't he? He can potentially play on the left side. And got a bit of a toothache. I've got this toothache here, and when I get this toothache now, it goes all the way up to there, like here.
Yeah.
Right. Feel it
It's
here,
horrible.
man. It's horrible. Anyway, so basically,
yeah, I get it.
So basically, there, he was part of the Real Madrid academy, wasn't he? Part of the Real Madrid academy, and but Real Madrid let him go to Osasuna, and I think Osasuna bought him for like 5 million or something like that. Do you know what I mean? But
With a sell-on clause.
yeah, but this is literally come out the blue for us, really, isn't it? It's come out the blue. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what to make of it. Do you?
Like I say, I just had a look at his compilations, and the guy he doesn't know how to pass. That's what I gathered. I mean, you can have a look at the compilations yourself, but he doesn't know how to pass. He gets past all these players, gets up to the goalkeeper and wants to shoot. You're like, no, pass the ball and get an assist. It still counts either way. The guy's just always just looking to try and score goals. As great as that is, you're going to be in the Premier League, mate. You're not going to be able to get that close to goal. You're going to get crunched. You need to strengthen your body as well, because you're just going to get crunched as a winger like that. But he's young, so he's got all this to come. But like I say, I'm just not convinced. I think this is just a sign and just to shut us up, to be honest with you. Because we're all complaining, saying, where's our signings, where's our signings, where's our signings? Boom. We do it all the time.
No, you're right. You know, I mean, I don't know what to. I don't know what to make of it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, because I kept on telling people that we're not getting Bradley Barcola. It's not happening. So please stop talking about it like it's going to happen. It's not happening. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They're just trying to. What they're trying to do, they're trying to hype us up. You understand? They're literally trying to hype us up and make it look like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, this player is gonna be there at our club. No, he's not. He's not coming to our club. You know what I mean? And it just pisses me off at the name when people like get sucked in by this Bradley Barcola thing. Do you know what I mean? I knew this is what it's going to do.
Because I've got a question for you. Do you want Bradley Barcola or do you want Yon Diomande? Because we're not going to get both. So pick Yon Diomande or Barcola. Pick. You ain't getting both. Because now he's here, you're definitely not getting both.
Yeah.
So pick one. Pick one, chat. Pick one. Bradley Barcola or Yon Diomande. Who do you want?
Yeah.
Because this kid can play on right wing and left wing as well. He can play across all three. He's like Jota. He plays across all three positions.
Well, do you also think as well that the Amanda deal is in his thing? The Diamanda deal that day is kind of like in doubt.
I think it's a toss up right now. PSG have not given up on Yon Diomande. They haven't. They could offer him more wages. They could offer Leipzig a bigger price than we can. We've just had 100 million rejected. So my guess is, if you throw in 110 million euro, you're probably likely to get the player. But are we going to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Are we actually going to do 110 million euros?
Mm-hmm. I think it might come down to what is his preferred destination. Do you know what I mean? Where he thinks at the end of the day, that's what like he's gonna be able to sort of like be able to sort of like, have a good career. Where, you know what I mean? Is it going to be sort of like in France or is it going to be in England? It's good. I think it's going to come down to that. Do you understand?
It depends. Does he want to follow his footsteps and be a great player in England, or does he want to stay in his country? What does he want? What does he want to do?
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. It's like, where does he see his career? Where does he see his career getting up there? This is what I'm saying. Where does he see his career getting up there? And
that's the problem. We don't know that.
And I think at the end of the day, sort of like, I would like to think you choose Liverpool. Read that out for me. This one. Oh, where are the shades?
Where are the shades, Uncle, from Natasha?
Yeah.
Yes, the Victor deal was done in America. Areola wanted this player, and in a couple of days' time, Liverpool will have some more updates on more transfers. Okay, cool. Hi, Clive. That's from Natasha. Clive says, hello, Nat. The Canada game is 0-0. Thank you for the update. Ravi says big up Ravi. Clive says Rav, big up again. He's been saying big up all day, haven't we? All I know is that this guy will improve under the gaffer and better players at Liverpool. Will he? Travis says big up guys, big up Travis. Okay, Rabbi Cops Rods, what's this about Diamande bid being rejected? I want Diamande, has got what we are lacking. They've refused €100 million from what I'm understanding. They've refused that bid, but it just means they've refused. Why PSG want Diamande when they have Barcola and Cavara? Because they're looking to ship off Barcola and which is greatly reduced.
So it's got cost. It's still got Doué as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got so much options for that side.
Natasha chooses Diamande. Yep. Liverpool won't want to spend because of how much we spent last summer and will want players on the cheap. Well, they've already done it with this release clause. 36.7 million, something like that, in pounds. Liverpool in Wharton, but Crystal Palace wants 70 million. 70 million is not bad. It's normal jacket for 60. Go and get him for 70 mil. I don't mind that. Because of what Manchester City, United, and all the other teams have done about inflating all the prices and wages, that's just normal. 70 now. It's normal for a player. If you buy a jacket for 60 million and he's not really proving himself, what do you expect? Natasha says Canada have scored. Great. That's awesome. Makes that game a bit more entertaining for you now. 70 is about right in the current market. If you was buying Luis Suarez today, how much do you think Luis Suarez would go for? And that's what you got to ask yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Right, let's go downstairs quick. Take over for me.
Yeah, man, no worries. Right, chat. Can anybody tell me who is excited about this signing of Victor Munoz? Personally, I expected to see a much better signing than Victor Munoz right now. No offense to him, but if it's our first signing, I expected it to be a big marquee signing so we can make a statement. Munoz to me just looks like a player they've just picked up and going, oh, Newcastle dilly-dallying around on there. So I'll tell you what, we're just going to pick the bones and pay the release clause that they won't want to pay. Fair enough. It's just another way to piss Newcastle off, and you think they're never going to do business with us again? Rabbi says, bring us a DM. Stop selling us a dream, like the Everly brothers. Clive says, seen a couple of videos, seems pretty good. I've not disputed he's good, Clive. What I've said is he doesn't know how to pass. If you've seen the same videos I have, you've seen that he gets into great positions, but then he tries to go for goal when it'd be easier just to pass the ball over the player in the box. That's what I was saying earlier. It's one thing being good enough to get into the box. It's enough to be able to pass the ball to the player that's in the box and taking an assist instead of a goal. Because you might end up with 0, and that's pretty much what happens most of the time. But Cop, it's a joke though. We need a DM. I know we need a DM. I want a DM. That's the first position we should have been looking at. This player can play on the right wing, the left wing, the centre forward role, the striker role. Okay, fair enough. But we need a DM. We need an actual DM. I'm frozen. Yo, can anyone see me? Hello. I'm still frozen. Let me know because I can't see. Can everyone hear me? Munoz playing with intensity, passion, winger. I have a bit of a Jota vibe here. I hear that because he can play along all three positions like Jota. And to be fair, when he was heading the ball into the net, I did see a bit of Jota-esque. So yes, I do understand what you mean. Natasha says Liverpool hijacked the deal. Yeah, we're the king of hijacks, from what I'm understanding. Hello? Hello, everyone, are we back? Can everyone hear me? Hello? Tell me in the chat if you can hear me.
Yo, what happened?
Hello, everyone in the chat.
I can hear you,
me?
bro.
All right. So,
What happened?
yeah, they can hear me now. It kicked me out. They said I went crackly and then it just literally kicked me out. But because it kicked me out, there's not much I can do at that point. I can just literally sit here and
Yeah.
wait.
Well, I get you. I
Because
get
I
you.
can't put myself back on, can I?
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna have the camera off as well because they're doing some work in my area, and the internet box has gone purple. So that means it needs fixing. It won't be fixed till the 22nd. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I hear you. Where did you get up to in
Yeah,
the
won't be
chat?
fixed till. I've actually been chatting with them. If you look, I've actually been chatting with them myself in the background. So I've got through all of them and we're up to Natasha
What's this?
with all the faces.
What's this?
Yeah, I'm looking on the chat. It's a speaker. It's not showing it on here, but it's showing it on the chat. I'm looking at it now.
Okay.
Clive says,
Oh,
I hear you.
on the yeah, on the.
Yeah. It's perfect. It looks fine on there. It just looks a bit weird on here. So it looks like everyone can hear us now. Everyone's fine again. Little Copite's just come in. Big up Rods and Cop Fiver. Big up Little Copite.
Yeah, big up. Okay. I need to. I just need to sort of like sorry, yeah, sorry, six. It looks like this thing's signed, sealed, and delivered, really, isn't it?
Yeah. According to when we was on X, looks like everything's signed, sealed, delivered. Yeah, definitely. Let me try
Yeah.
switching my
So
camera back on.
Liverpool agree a
No,
deal to. Let me see how it looks. Put it on again.
I'm just a solid box.
Stop that. Stop that. I don't like that.
I'll just have this on. The chat won't mind because you can still hear my voice, but I can't actually put my full thing on because it's just a black box.
Yeah.
It'd be all
Right.
right. It's up until Monday. It could be fixed before then, but it looks like it's going up until Monday. It's what it is. Nothing I can do about it. It's out of my hands, unfortunately.
What's this thing here? We have agreed a deal to sign Victor Munoz from Osasuna, subject to successful work permit application and international clearance. So
Okay.
it's just good as done. All right.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Good as done. But there's another story I want to look at.
Oh yeah.
Another story I want to look at is which one is it? Let me get it. Sorry. Bear with me, guys. Yeah.
Big up Little Cop. I see you and Prophet are doing good work together. I'm impressed. You're doing well.
Yeah. All right, just trying to find this guy. All right, so this is another story. Another transfer story that apparently we're interested in this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, Mickey van der Ven. Breaking Barcelona and Liverpool interested in Mickey van der Ven, according to the Telegraph. Both Barcelona and Liverpool are interested in signing the Tottenham defender Mickey van der Ven. The Dutch international has emerged as a target for both clubs after another impressive season in North London. Yeah. Barcelona exploring the defensive reinforcements, whilst Liverpool continue assessing options to strengthen their back line. Tottenham
This
are
is a
aware.
player.
Huh?
Go. This is a player that I've been saying is coming to Liverpool because he's already said, I want to play with Van Dijk. That was literally what he said.
Um, Barcelona are exploring defensive reinforcements, whilst Liverpool continue assessing options to strengthen their back line. Tottenham are aware of growing interest, but Van der Ven remains a key part of their plans. We'll see how long for.
Well,
What
that's
do you think?
unfortunate when he wants to leave. You're keeping a player there. It's not gonna give you. It's not gonna give you 100% because I want to be there. I don't rate Van der Ven. All he's got is pace. He's a Dutch centre back with Van Dijk. Surely you'd want a good partnership like that. Big up little cop out.
Thank you, bro. Used to keep up the work, good work. Yeah, man, big up. He's garbage
Star.
without plus. He's worse than James Tchaikovsky. Fucking hell.
They're bringing the blue shirt on here now.
Tchaikovsky, man.
Yeah, he's got a point. But how many defenders has Van Dijk made look good over the years because of how good he is? If you bring in Van der Ven and Van Dijk, I'm expecting good things from them personally. And when you got Jacket coming, and you've still got Gomez, because I've not heard a single player or manager say that Gomez is going. Has anyone heard anything different saying Gomez is
No,
going? Because I haven't.
No,
So
I've
as far
heard
as we're
anything.
aware, then he's still the right back. He's still the right back option at the moment. Then the right back player, and obviously a centre back if need be. But you got Jacket, you bring in Van der Ven, you got Van Dijk, and then you got Leone coming in. You basically got four. You basically got four defenders there. Why not? Why not bring him in? Why not?
Yeah. Who's that player from Lille that we're supposed to be after? Yeah, carry on. Yeah, carry on. I reckon it'll be a good shot at him.
Yeah,
I
I've been
reckon.
saying Van der Ven. I've been saying Van der Ven for months now, to be honest with you. I was one of the first to say Van der Ven would be great at Liverpool. And that was based on the fact that I'd seen him say that he wants to play with Virgil van Dijk. Now, he might not be the best defender for Tottenham, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be the best defender for Liverpool. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Different way of playing. Little Copper doesn't want him. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. We all have our opinions, mate. I'd rather have him because Van der Ven and Van Dijk play together in the Dutch team. That is a reason alone to know that they know each other. They know each other's games. They know each other's strengths and weaknesses. Not many defenders know Van Dijk as well as Van der Ven does. That's why you want the best to be with Van Dijk. And if the best to Van Dijk is in the Dutch, then fair enough. 70 to 80 mil, his injury record is risky. Yeah. But most of our players injury prone these days because of how much football they're playing. So I'm not going to brand that on him. I'm going to brand that on the greediness of companies trying to make as much money as they can from these lads. That's what I'll put that down to, not so much the players. That's him, Bouadi. Real Madrid are among the clubs keeping a close eye on Bouadi, who continues to attract strong interest across Europe. Paris Saint-Germain, of course, they are currently lead the race for the Lille midfielder. However, Lille owner Oliver Latang would prefer to sell a player to a club outside France. Ding, ding, ding. Liverpool will do. That stance could hand Real Madrid a significant advantage if they decide to intensify their interest in the coming months. Won't surprise me. I hate Madrid when they come in for the players because they always go for players that are from South American origin, or even that Trent from here that want to play for the biggest club in the world. Exclusive Liverpool inform right back Leipzig, RB Leipzig of willingness to pay package approaching €100 million for Jan Diamande. Liverpool firmly in driving seat at present, but studying more options if needed as RB Leipzig wants to keep 19-year-old, plus PSG remains strong contender at the Athletic. We should go all out for Bawade. He's going to become elite. Now, how can you say that about Bawade and then you've gone and signed Victor Munoz? You can't keep bringing in these young players because there's going to be no experience in the team. So we have to get experienced players at the same time. People don't like it, but Nunes would be classed as an experienced player at 16, at 26, and he's free. So why not get him for a squad option? I don't get this. You've got a body. The best thing a player can be is available, and Darwin Nunes was always available. Wasn't very good when he came on, but he was available. And he scored you some goals in the last few minutes. What more do you want? Throw him on the pitch, let him score the goal. Simple as that.
Yeah. Facts.
When it came between a player getting thrown on the pitch to score the goal, I would put it down to Nunes to be so chaotic that he'd force a goal. He would force a goal. It might not be him who does the goal, but it would be him who forces a goal because he's that chaotic in the box. Any news on Nunes? Now it's gone quiet. Uruguay want to shut it down for now, but that just means they want him to concentrate on football. Little copyright. Fab tweeted that the bid's been rejected. Yes, up to 100 million's been rejected, but that doesn't mean the whole thing's been rejected. I mean, the Verts one got rejected a few times before they finally came to a resolution, so it's probably going to be the same again.
Yeah, true.
I would come back on camera, but I'm currently a box.
Huh?
I said I would come back on camera, but I'm currently a box. You can't even see me. The technical difficulties in my area is just absolutely ridiculous. It's not going to be fixed till the 22nd of June, so get used to seeing this picture because that's probably the only one you're going to get to see, chat.
Yeah. Let's look for some more news.
The Van Dijk dance.
I know.
Remember that. We need to stop dilly-dallying. We do. Natasha says, this game I'm watching, Canada versus Qatar, is a really good game. Sounds it as well.
I might do a Mexico one later, you know.
Have fun.
Yeah, this kid though, that kid, it does look good though. No, the other one,
Bawade.
yeah, it does look. It's supposed to be quite good, you know. It's supposed to be very good. You know what I mean?
I'd say yeah, but at the same time, how good is he going to be in the Premier League, playing for the biggest club in the league? It's a lot of pressure. Not many players can handle that amount of pressure. It's all right getting these players in, but is this badge too heavy for the players? That's always the question I've got. Natasha says he is playing tomorrow night for Morocco. Oh, is that the one? The one who's playing for Morocco? Yeah, I mean, he was okay when playing against Brazil, but still.
I think he's a French Moroccan, I think.
French Moroccan, that's cool. Yeah, I agree with that. We haven't even looked at a DM apart from Wharton.
No. I don't think we get DM. To be honest.
Another issue, isn't it?
I don't think we get. I think what's going to happen today, they're going to turn around and say there's no more money in the kitty. We spent over 100 million on Diamande. Do you know what I mean? We'll just have to revisit. Yeah, we'll just revisit it in excuse me, in January, and they won't do it. They still won't do it then.
No.
No, I haven't finished it yet. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do, man. Trust me, there's a lot to do with it. I didn't realize how much there is to do, man.
It's one of them. You start the job when you're like, oh, this is a bigger job than I thought it was.
Yeah. No, it's literally one of them ones.
Yeah.
And I got a little machine as well. That's all right. Got a machine as well, man. So that's all good.
Awesome. Sangano's there for 40 mil. It's worth the gamble for low fee. Are we actually linked to him?
We was, weren't we? Was linked to him at one time. At one time, we was linked to him still.
It's gone quiet. Not anymore.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's what usually happens. We get linked. No, we get linked.
40 mil?
I think it's 40 euros.
40 mil sterling. Or is it 40 mil euros? Because it's euros, that's a different story. So Gravenberch will be the DM. Thank you, Liverpool, for being see you next Tuesdays. I agree with that. However, I would argue that I'd put McAllister as the 6 because under Jurgen Klopp, he played amazingly as a 6.
So let me just.
He was branded our player of the season when he was playing as a 6. Everyone was gaslighting him, saying all the pace. I'm like, he's never had pace. So I don't know what people are talking about, saying his legs are gone. His legs were never there. Never was Fabinho's legs. You'd always look at it's a player's IQ we'll look at rather than their pace. Sammy Hippie is a great example, and so is Didi Hamann. They used their IQ, not their pace.
No, you're right. You are right. You're right. Right. Let's have a look at this shit. All right. Let's look at this. And for the agenda.
Oh, I feel agenda. Okay. Canada 3, Qatar 0 have had another player sent off. Wow, that means they're down 10 men.
Hi friends, we are back. My name is Craig and I'm here to bring you the very latest news around Liverpool Football Club's summer transfer business. In this video, we're going to be letting you know some of the names that Liverpool have looked at just in case Yan Diamande didn't work out. We will, of course, be letting you know where we're at with those negotiations and what you can expect to see next. We'll have a little bit on Angelo Stiller, a bit on Mickey van de Ven, and we're going to be asking, are Liverpool about to come in and gazump Newcastle yet again for another player? Who that is and what it's about, I'll let you know over the next few minutes, but I'll do my part. You guys need to do yours. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Right, let's get cracking. There is a lot to get through. So I'm going to get straight into a report from Ben Jacobs that said that Liverpool have looked at 3 other attackers along with Yan Diamande this summer. Those names are Kon Said El Mala, Brighton's Yakuba Minta, and Lille's Mateus Fernandez Pardo. Now, I don't know if we'll need to look down that list. In fact, I hope that we don't. And we will move on to talk in more detail about Yan Diamande and where we're at in a moment. But Angelo Stiller, that's a name that we haven't really had that much to discuss. But ITK Space posted this around the Angelo Stiller situation, and I think it's worth.
We ain't getting him. We ain't getting Angelo.
Who are all these players? I've never heard of them.
Yeah, so, I think I've heard of one of them players, and I think yes, Angelo Stiller. That's it. Do you know what I mean? We're not getting those players. The thing is about it in the day, right? They always say, what pisses me off, they always say that, oh, you know, they got a range of options for attackers and so forth. And you know what happens? We end up getting none of them. You actually end up getting none of them. You end up getting somebody that we never expected to get. You know what it is, yeah? Shall I tell you what it is? Liverpool know who they're going to get. They know who they're going to get. But it's like try to sort of like fill our head up with hope that we're going to get like a world beater or world star. They know exactly what they're going to get. Do you think at the day that Munoz situation? Don't you think at the day they've been looking at that for a long time?
I hope
They've been
so.
looking at, yeah, no, they've been looking at for ages ages, and they've probably said to themselves, whoever's here next season, yeah, whoever's here next season, right? So Stiller walks into our midfield with ease. Yeah, I know he does. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying that
Coppice comment a bit further up. Still would be a smart signing if we can get him for 50 million.
this one,
No, just above that.
this one, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, still will be a smart signing. Signing if we can get him for 50 million, he would be. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like Liverpool won't make the effort to go and get these players. They will. We're literally linked FC. We're always contributing to these players. Do you know what I mean?
Man.
Because I'm saying that today, right? This thing at the day with Munoz, yeah. I'm saying that today, that sort of thing there, right, doesn't just come out, pluck itself out of the air. You know what I mean? It doesn't just pluck itself out of the air. It's literally something at the day that's been going on for time, yeah. Something that's been going on for time, and they've actually made the decision. Whoever's here, whether it's Arne's or we have a new head coach, yeah, we're gonna get this Munoz guy. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Do you know what I mean? And they've gone out and done it. Yeah. I even think at the name for the right wing. For the right wing, and obviously this Diamante thing, I even think at the day it might turn out at the day, right? They might go for a different player, one we ain't heard of. You know what I mean? And then come and tell us that we couldn't get that deal done, yeah, because it was too high. You know what I mean? You wanted too much money. I'm telling you, it's gonna top that because it's like all I hear every day, all I hear at the day. It's Diamante this and Diamante this. Liverpool getting closer. Well, you ain't done it yet, have you?
Don't you just hate that when they're saying they're getting closer? They're so close to a deal. It's like, why are you telling me we're getting close? Just tell me when the freaking thing's signed. I don't care. I'm not playing chess. I don't want to care how close it is. I'm not shaving my face. You know what I mean? I don't want to get closer. I want to get it done. Get it done and out the way. I don't give you contra. I'm shaving. I'm getting closer to the beard. Piss off.
Read this one out for us, please.
It's a distraction technique to get some team move version of the players we actually want. Yep, I 100% agree with that. It was a distraction because we haven't made any signings. Clark says, big up the chat. Big up, Clark. Clark says, big up Tash. Clark says, press the like button, people. Thank you, Clark. We appreciate that. Little Copite says, this could be Hughes' last window before moving to Saudi, so hopefully he goes out with a bang. Hopefully. Clark says, big up Clive, broski. This guy looks like he's new, man, here. RSL 7684, second bid already in for Diamante. Do you know what it actually is? Is it closer to 110 or are we going 105? Let us know, RSL. Big up, mate. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe. And if the Discord is in the chat, then feel free to join that as well.
No, it's not in the chat, but what's in the description is my link to my Twitter to X, my X page. So click on that and follow me on X.
Okay, that makes sense. But you have to sign the best to be the best. That's correct. Yeah. And says, all right, lads, all good. Yeah, man, we're cool. Apart from the very terrible technical issues in my area, which is why I've been turned into a box. Nice beard you got too, Godfather. Thanks. Mr. Hi-Fi's in the building. Big up Uncle Rod and Godfather and the chat. Big up Mr. Hi-Fi. Welcome. Those advert breaks absolutely kills any momentum for any team. What have we been saying, Rods, about momentum? That's exactly been our argument, that the hydration breaks, I can't believe they call it hydration breaks, actually cause more problems than they're worth, because what they're saying is it kills the momentum. So if one team's about to start scoring some goals, they've got the momentum. once they get a hydration break, when they go back on the pitch, well, they're relaxed now. The adrenaline's not pumping anymore because they've just had a drink.
Yeah, true.
So I see that as a bit of an issue myself. Clive says, and Clark, big up, yeah. And IRSL says supposedly 120 million euros, what they want, basically 104 million pounds. Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah. Premier League fixtures out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Brilliant. Watch us get Coventry. First game of the season. Watch us get Coventry.
Let's play some more of this.
Yeah, here first.
Bringing it to you. They write, Angelo Stiller is determined to leave Stuttgart this summer, with the midfielder viewing a move to the Premier League as the next step in his career. And while there are currently no advanced negotiations, several major clubs continue to closely monitor his situation. Xabi Alonso is understood to be a huge admirer of Stiller and has identified the German international as a potential to fill the role in his Chelsea side, particularly, of course, if Enzo Fernandez departs there for Real Madrid. So what will this mean for Liverpool? Well, it isn't off the table yet. If Liverpool do want to make a move, then the option will be there. And of course, we are in the mix. But I don't know with any level of certainty how strongly Liverpool may pursue Angelo Stiller or not. So I would certainly say keep an eye on the name, but other people have far better information on how serious Liverpool are or aren't about that particular player. Right, let's move on to the Andy Monday stuff. So David Ornstein said this, exclusive, Liverpool informed Leipzig of their willingness to pay a package approaching 100 million euro for Yandy Amonde. Liverpool firmly in the driving seat at present, but studying more options if needed in case Leipzig want to keep the 19-year-old. Then we had Fabrizio Romano, who came out to say, breaking, RB Leipzig turned down 100 million euro proposal received from Liverpool for Yandy Amonde. Leipzig want more than 100 million euro and will try to keep him. He said, we understand 120 million euro could be the key. Leipzig expert and more clubs willing to join the conversation. Let's wait and see what happens. Look, I think we're in a good position here. And I think Liverpool are going to look to try and tie this deal down as quickly as possible. But, of course, we have to look at other options just in case. Now, as fans, we'll all have our individual price point that we're comfortable with. For me, it's always been clear that Liverpool...
Yeah, but you know what? When they start saying, yeah, when they start saying they're looking at other options, that means that they're giving up. They're halfway giving up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if at the end of the day, sort of like, if at the end of the day you set your sight on this player in that day, right? I'm not being funny, right? No other player would do. You should be saying that, nah, we want this player, so we're gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we're
like
gonna do
Visa.
it.
I agree, yeah. Like we did the Visa.
When it start, huh?
Like we did the Visa, we didn't give up on him, even though everyone was saying to us, you won't sign him. Well, yes, we will.
Yeah. Now, even the fact that they sort of like, when they start saying and they sort that, oh, we're looking at other options just in case, that means that yes, you already started looking at other options, and you're probably leaning towards other options. Do you know what I mean? And that other option would be somebody at the end of the day, right, that we do not know. Do you know what I mean? Someone you don't know, something unexpected you don't know, something probably from like, I don't know, just something you just don't expect us to go for. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what,
Mm-hmm.
they can go, if things pissing about, yeah. If they are pissing about, why don't they go to Sporting Lisbon and get Trincao?
Oh, not another player from Portugal, please. I've had enough of Portugal.
No. Why don't they get those Sporting Lisbon players that they are good. They're Sporting Lisbon players that are good. Do you know what I mean? They're good players. They're good. Sporting Lisbon players are good, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's hope so.
Let's see what happens.
They're usually good in Portugal, but when they come over to England, they're like a bag of shite.
Not all of them, no.
So in the midfield, who will play the double pivot? I'm guessing it's probably going to be Alexis McAllister playing as the lone six and having Gravenberch and Wharton and Szoboszlai Wirtz just flying up the pitch, I guess. I don't know. I predict Sunderland away. Okay. And Natasha says, notable Chelsea first game. Good Lord. I said Coventry. You've got all about Chelsea. Good Lord. Little Copper says, Anfield Sector posted Munoz signing his contract and a Liverpool shirt on the table. Done and dusted. All done.
What, Nunes?
Yeah. No,
Oh, Munoz. Oh, yeah, Munoz. Yeah, right.
No, not Nunes.
Excuse me.
If that was Nunes, Ravi would be having a fit right now. I say 110 million euro. Yeah, I agree with me. It's probably going to be around about that price, I'd say. I disagree with selling Gakpo and Chiesa, so Diamande, Munoz, Rio, and one of the other wing options. I don't want to sell Chiesa, but
he said he wants
probably
to
get
stay. No, but he said he wants to stay.
Yeah, like I said, I don't want Chiesa going anywhere because I think we can still get a lot out of him because I personally think he's still a player that played against us in the Euros, to be honest with you. He just needs more time on the ball and more chances. I'd only sell Gakpo for a high price, but I'd only be selling him to bring in another winger. I wouldn't be selling him for any other reason than that. The fact that we just signed this player means the right wing is covered. So I'm guessing they're probably on Monday. So I don't think they'll be bringing that. Then what was the point of bringing in Munoz? If they bring in Nunes, then it's basically just going to be a bench option, which is pretty much what I said anyway. Natasha says American owners, yeah.
Well,
Mr. Hi-Fi says so-called ITKs love speculative news, rumours, gossip about player. This type of transfer reporting is just speculation, nothing more. Fair enough. What the blood clot are Hughes and Edwards doing for us? Making signings in the background, apparently. Munoz signing. There you go. You DM'd you the Munoz signing so you can have a look. So Barcola and Diamande back up Munoz and Rio. What you think of that? I mean, I'd take that personally. Barcola, Diamande and our wings backing up Munoz and Rio. I'd take that personally, but I can't see us getting Barcola and Diamande with the signing of Munoz. It just doesn't make any sense unless we're really going to try and strengthen the bench because we're going for all four competitions. That's the only way I can see that happening.
Let me see something.
What do you say?
I'm going to try and see this thing, but what thing sent me.
Okay.
Right. Oh, okay. I'll show it in a minute. I'll show it after this.
If we're willing to go to 100 million euro, I see a world where maybe we are willing to go to 120 million euro. Do I think that's right? I guess it depends on if it knocks into or eats into what we can do in other areas. If Liverpool feel that they can still spend the money on Diamande and do midfield, centre-back, right-back, cool. If they feel like it would take away from one of those, then maybe we have a different conversation. But we know he's the number one target, and I'll give you a little bit more information on him in a minute. But Mike Verveege. Very respected Dutch media analyst and football said this: FC Barcelona and Liverpool knock on the door for Netherlands international Mickey van der Ven, European powerhouses to take advantage of the impasse on his contract situation with Spurs. Let me know in the comments, would you like to see Liverpool pursue Van der Ven? There are some pluses and some negatives. Obviously, plus points, really pacey, good centre-back, Premier League proven. Downsides, he has quite an injury record. So, how much factor that will have, I don't know. There's also a report from Anfield Index to say that they believe that Liverpool are looking for a right-back/centre-back hybrid, which of course would rule out Mickey van der Ven. But according to Mike Verveege, Liverpool in the conversation, and I wouldn't be at all angry if we did bring him in. So, are we about to gazump Newcastle yet again? This time for a different player. So this report here said Newcastle United have stepped up talks with Monaco in the last few days over a deal for midfielder Lamine Camara. With the likely departure of Newcastle midfielder Sandro Tonali, the club are looking for a possible replacement with Kamara, top of the list starring at the World Cup for Senegal. But we also know clubs like Liverpool are in the mix for him. Now, I don't know if Liverpool move for him, Sangar, Stiller, somebody else, but I thought I'd bring it up just in case, so we can get in that banter a little bit early. But we do hope Newcastle get some signings in over the line this summer. We really do. Just not ones that Liverpool would want, obviously. No hate, just being honest about it. So,
what do you know about this Lamine Kamara?
I've heard Hayne mention him a few times in the chat, and he seems to do a lot of extensive research on him. He's saying he's like a destroyer, a bit like a Onana type player. So based off that, then it's probably worth having a punt on. I don't know what the price is of Kamara. I mean, the only Kamara I'd ever seen look was TT Kamara, but that's a long time ago.
I know, yeah.
It's a long time ago. Was he 20? What was he? Number 22? Was he something like that?
Some such thing. Right, so some more for
Paul Joyce. He's had a little bit to say about Yan Diamonde as well, and this is what Mr. Joyce had to write. Given Leipzig's stance, coupled with Paris Saint-Germain's own interest in the player, it's prudent that Liverpool should also consider other targets. The club cannot pin all their hopes on recruiting Diamonde alone. Other options being considered include Yakuba Minta, Almala, and Matthias Fernandez Pardo, as we mentioned a moment ago. And that's just sensible. Doesn't mean Liverpool don't want to go all in for Diamonde, but it's football and anything can happen. Just ask Newcastle fans about Victor Munoz. Sorry, Newcastle fans, I couldn't help myself. So, more from Paul Joyce, this time again around Diamonde. Liverpool have told Leipzig they will pay about £86 million for Diamonde. Their valuation equates to a package worth around €100 million, although Leipzig previously indicated they'd want €130 million to sell. What does that mean for now, though? Fabrizio Romano has come in to say this. Yan Diamonde is really considering the possibility to leave RB Leipzig immediately. Liverpool's bid of €100 million is not enough. Sources in the industry believe €120 million could be the price to try and get the deal with RB Leipzig. Leipzig are also not selling because they believe that after the World Cup, his value will go up. And of course, they want a bidding war. But we'll have a little bit here from ITK Space around that in a moment. But my take on this situation with Liverpool and Diamonde, look, if we're willing to go to €100 million and €120 million gets it done, I think it does get done. But the most important piece in all of this for me seems to be that the player is leaning towards Liverpool and is open to the idea of joining Liverpool. And if Liverpool can get the player to tell Leipzig he wants to move, as we've seen all the way through this summer, that could be a trigger for this deal to start to gather momentum. But some inside information here from ITK Space. They said RB Leipzig's chairman of the supervisory board, Oliver Minchlat, has maintained an excellent relationship with Paris Saint-Germain president Nasser Al-Khelaifi and has had several conversations with him in recent days regarding Yan Diamonde. Are you worried yet? I don't think you need to be as worried as you probably are at this moment. Don't worry, this isn't going where you think it is. Primarily to assess whether Paris Saint-Germain intend to enter the race, and if so, help Leipzig reassess the price they would ultimately demand from Liverpool Football Club. Liverpool have already made their intentions clear, but Leipzig were informed that Paris Saint-Germain currently are not actively involving themselves in the pursuit, despite holding a genuine interest in the player, as their immediate focus remains on the Bradley Barcola situation. Internally, RB Leipzig continue to believe that Diamonde's priority lies with Liverpool, with feedback from the players' camp suggesting that the contractual proposal from the Merseyside club stands significantly above those being discussed elsewhere. Beyond the financial aspect, there is a growing sense that the allure of Liverpool Football Club, that great red beacon of English football beneath the Mersey skies, and the opportunity to grace the grand stage of the Premier League holds a pull that is proving increasingly difficult for the player to ignore. So as you can see, lots of journalists out there, lots of people saying that they think Liverpool are in the box seat, but I know it is nervy until it's over the line. I do think Liverpool are going to keep plugging away on this one, but this is the part of the video where I ask you guys to let me know your thoughts. Is there a number you wouldn't like to see Liverpool go past? Should we move for Angelo Stiller? And are we about to shithouse Newcastle again on Kamara? Love to see your answers in the comments, my friends.
What do you think?
Am I still here? Am I still here? I've got a spinning circle on my screen. Am I still here? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah. You're still here. You're still here.
Okay. These technical difficulties are a pain in the ass, man. I've got YouTube on my left hand side here, just in case it flicks off again. Yeah. So what Craig was saying there basically is pretty much what I thought it would be. 120 million euros is what they're expecting us to go up to, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be closer to 110 million euros, to be honest with you. I don't think we're going to climb to 120. I think we're just going to basically put it on the table and go, right, this is the offer, take it or leave it. And if they don't want it, we'll just go and get Barcola. That's my guess.
I don't think we get Barcola, to be honest. I mean, this is that picture.
Oh, look at that.
Send me today. I don't think we get Barcola. I think what happens if they don't go for like hard terms, I think what happens is they'll just go for a totally different player. I mean, a player that you wouldn't expect. They might go for that Trincao from Sporting Lisbon. He's good and cheap, and he's a good player. You know what I mean, can't often go wrong with these Portuguese players. Look at Diego Jota. You know what I mean?
Diogo, Diogo's, as I used to call him.
Yeah, the only thing bad about Diego Jota is the fact that he was injury prone, but other than that, he's a good player. You know what I mean?
He was one of the best super subs we had for a long time, wasn't
he? We haven't had many Portuguese players from Portuguese. We've had players that's played in Portugal, like Luis Diaz and
Nunes.
Nunes. But other than that, we haven't sort of like had. And then you got sort of like Diego Jota, but he never came from Portugal over here. He came from Wolves. You know what I mean? Wolves. But we never really.
Yeah, I get you.
The players that we did get from Portugal, like the likes of Raul Morales, he was all right. He was good. You know what I mean? He was Portuguese. Do you know what I mean? So,
he was all right,
Yeah, as I say, he was all right, and he was Portuguese. So we haven't really sort of like done bad getting Portuguese players. You know what I mean? So that Trincao.
Players from the Portuguese league take a little bit of time to adjust to the Premier League.
I don't know, because that guy, Raul Morales, he came straight from the Portuguese league over to here, and he adjusted quite pretty well. Do you know what I mean? You
would have expected Gyökeres to adjust well, considering he played for Brighton. You already knew the Premier League, and yet I'm still not seeing anything from Gyökeres that remotely tells me.
But Gyökeres only number one. Gyökeres at the day sort of like only had a little stint at Brighton. Then he went to then he went on loan to Coventry City, and then from Coventry City he went to Portugal. Do you know what I mean? But like and another one as well. I don't think Mikel Arteta knows how to play him, to be honest. I don't think he knows how to play him.
Understand?
I'll be honest with you, but that's just me. Read it on that for us.
We are selling Gakpo and Chiesa. Sell Gakpo, keep Chiesa.
I know. I've been told that. I have been told that sort of like that. Excuse me. I've been told that Chiesa wants to stay. He wants to stay and fight for his place.
Yeah, makes sense. Big up Ravi from Lance. Go and get Rashford. He won't sell to us. He's a Man United player. He'll never sell to us.
Yeah, he's still on the contract with Man United anyway. Don't get wrong, Natasha. I love the player. I think I think he's a good player. And he showed that the other night when he scored that goal. He showed what he's all about. Do you know what I mean? You know?
He did.
I said long time.
Jones.
I said for a long time, yeah. What needs to happen, right, with Rashford, yeah? He needs to go to another club, strictly abroad, you know what I mean? Hopefully abroad, yeah. Go to another club and reinvent himself at another club. Do you know what I mean? You know,
And he did. He went to Barcelona.
Done that. Go on, bro.
He went to Barcelona, didn't he? Rabbi says Jones is going isn't for a small price, even though he's won a Premier and other cups. That's what pisses me off about our ownership. Why are you selling our players for a low price when they've got such accomplishments that most of the players who are going for big money haven't got? None of them have got a Premier League. None of them even got a Carabao Cup or an FA Cup. And Billy Jones has got pretty much the lot, hasn't he? Wasn't he part of the squad that's pretty much won the lot?
Yeah, it's true.
Ridiculous. He's got like 6 or 7 major trophies, apparently, according to Google. Natasha, they already said one that won't sell to us or City. Yeah, that don't surprise me. Big up, Am. Diamande Munoz Rio can play either wing with Barcola as well. We are covered. Keep Chiesa backup striker till Ekatike back, then sell him. Sell Gakpo now to fund Barcola. Are you saying sell Ekatike? Because that's what it looks like you're saying there, and I don't reckon we should be selling Ekatike. It looks like he's saying sell Ekatike there. Kamara is only 40 million-ish. That's pretty much at FSG's price, so they'll be all right with that. I remember TT Kamara scoring away at Highbury in the green shirt. I do as well. in that iconic green shirt. I think he has 40-something release clause. Well, FSG will jump on that then. They love good release clauses. IRSL, PSG just want Barcola replacement. They aren't paying 100 mil plus for a squad player. We need him. That's true. RSL says, I saw Minter links today. Apparently Areola likes him. That's good. If Areola likes him, then I guess we all jump on board. Canadian player has been carried off after bringing a head butted by a Qatar player. Another red card for Qatar. They're down to 8 players. Oh my God. If they get down to 7, the game has to be abandoned. It's all kicking off. Sell Chiesa when Ekatike back.
No, don't sell Chiesa. Keep him.
Don't sell Chiesa, man.
Huh?
Don't sell Chiesa.
Oh, no, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Don't sell Chiesa. Do you know what I mean? You know?
No way, man.
No.
As a servant of the club now.
Yeah, tell me, mate. All right, guys, come to the end of the show. 1 hour, 20 minutes. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm doing a watch long later on at 2 o'clock. I'm not sure. I might just watch it. So that, yeah. But
sorry you couldn't see my beautiful face, but unfortunately I've been turned into a box. You'll never walk alone, fans TV. Big up Uncle Rod and Cop 5. Are you okay, boys? How are we? Big up the chat. You guys seen Munoz? Looks like a tasty player, fast, a good dribbler, works hard, can play right wing, left wing striker. Yeah, we know all about that. But my only issue with that, like I've said, is he's greedy. He always shoots when there's a reason to pass. I've got my judgment on the player, but I'll leave him time to be better. Another red card for Qatar, down to 7 men. That's it. The game has to be over now. They can't play with 7 men.
No, that's five. No, it's 5 players.
Used to be 7. Used to be 7 years ago. I remember because I used to get kicked off FIFA all the time for doing it.
No, it's 5, man. It's 5. Well, trust me. It's always been 5. Believe me.
Fans TV, I see this as a Chiesa replacement. I hope not. I hope not.
Oh, they'll stay there.
I want to see this is just added to the bench.
Where is it? On ITV, that game? Is it on ITV?
Yeah, on BBC. One of them.
Yeah, it's on ITV. Hold on.
The little cop-out, the market for wingers is absolutely dead, so I think we have to go all out and pay over the market price for Diamande. We do. And sell Gakpo and get Barcola as well. That's what I say. Screw it.
Bro, it's 59 minutes, yeah, on the clock, and you're telling me that They're down to seven men. Are you kidding me?
Nope. Natasha says, are you doing Scotland v Morocco tomorrow? And Fans TV says, get Diamande, Barcola. We got Munoz, got rotation, be lovely for the wings next season. And we still got Rio as well. Rio for rotation, be lovely for the wings next season. Yep.
I'll probably do that.
From the bench.
I'll probably do like watch along with Thing, you know, with Mo.
Yeah, man.
It's not there. It's coming home, boys.
I wouldn't sell Gakpo. I would just pay someone to take him for free. No, we want to get some money.
No. You know what it is? Let me be honest with you guys. Yeah, right. This is the way I feel, right? And I don't know if you guys at the day feel the same way, right? At this present moment, I'm not selling any players. I'm not selling any players. If anything, I'm adding to the squad. Guys, what you got to realize is, right? We've lost 4 players. Yeah,
yep.
in the last year, four good players. We lost Trent Alexander. About a year. We lost Trent Alexander, and now this season, right? Salah's gone, Robertson's gone, Konate's gone. Do you know what I mean? And you can't trust FSG sell a player and bring in another player. You can't trust them to do that.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So really and truly, what we need at the moment, what we need at this present stage of Liverpool, we need the squad to expand. You sell one and bring one in. Sell 2, bring one in. Yeah, that's what they tend to do, right? Your squad don't get bigger; it gets smaller. It literally gets smaller. Yeah, and then what happens? And then you notice it when a player gets injured. When a player gets injured, and you got nobody to sort of like to replace him. You got nobody to replace him. This is what Klopp had to suffer with, and this is why people always used to cuss him and say like, "Oh, you know what? At the end of the day, why you keep playing Henderson and Fabinho on their man there?" He goes like, "This is sentimental." The reason why he kept on playing these guys because he had nobody else to play. He wasn't getting supported. He wasn't getting supported by the hierarchy. The hierarchy, put it this way, everybody was doing their job apart from the hierarchy. They weren't doing their job. But yet you have people simple for them. So, SSG are good owners of this and that. They're not. I'm sorry, they're not. Yeah. So if you got nothing coming in, right, what's the point of selling? What's the point of selling McAllister, right? Which, number one, he's a World Cup winner. Yeah. Number 2, Copa America winner, cup winner. Number 3, he's a Premier League Cup winner. Why are you selling him for? You can tell that he's like he's a winner. Do you know what I mean? Why are you selling to bring somebody at the day that's mediocre compared to him, and try and tell us that we're going to develop him. We ain't got the time for that. Do you know what I mean? So just leave the squad how it is, What they should be doing, right? They should be convincing people like Cody Gakpo, Jones, right? McAllister. They should be convincing them to stay. You know what I mean? Stay. Give the head coach at least one season just to see what he's all about and see what he can achieve. If you don't see any improvements over that season, when you can go, I'll let you go with my blessing. I'll even wrap you up with a bow and send you off. Do you understand what I'm saying? But at least give this head coach, you know what I mean, the benefit of the doubt and see what he can do. See if he changes the game. You know what I mean? At the end of the season, if you feel at the end of the day this is still not a place for you, well, you can go then. But at least give this guy a chance, man. They should be begging them to do that now. But all I can hear, all I hear every day is like, Inter Milan is going to meet the validation for Curtis Jones. It doesn't look like McAllister's going to Real Madrid because we're going to get Ender Fernandez. but there might be other people out there that want to buy him. That is a sign to say to you, right? Them getting Enzo Fernandez, yeah, that is a sign to tell you at the end of the day, right? Do not sell this guy. Do not sell this guy. Keep this guy. Right? It should be a Godfather and the people that's left in the chat. What it should be, all the players that we've got now, it's got to be a clean save. A clean save, because we know that obviously the dickhead we had before, we know he was a dickhead. So now we've got somebody with a brain and he's very intelligent with that brain, yeah. Right? It's a clean save for everybody. Show them what you can do. That's what I was hoping that sort of like Kanate at the end of the day was going to do that. Kanate was going to do that, yeah. Show him what he can do. But you had other plans that you have other plans. That was a bit, and that was a snake move, Kanate. That was a snake move. And I've been one of your biggest defenders. When people have been cussing you, I've been one of your biggest defenders, yeah. And you pay back Liverpool fans with that. Being a snake. Now get out of it. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? Why would you?
I understand, but at the same time, we've got FSG as owners. All they'll do is just keep selling and buying, selling and buying. If we didn't have FSG as owners, they'd probably. I've always
there's a problem.
The biggest issue with the club.
But there's a problem. But you still got fans saying sell Gapper, sell McAllister. I never rated McAllister. Right, and all sorts, and they don't rate Jones. You know what I mean? Gappo's horrible. Sell him.
Yeah.
So you sell us free players, and you sell us free players.
We know how they operate. That's the problem.
Yeah, all right. We sell these free players, and you guys that honestly feel that these guys can you trust these guys enough, right, to find you free replacements? Because for every player that we sell now, right, check this down, right? For every player that we sell now, right, yeah, we have to buy two. I'm telling you, for every player that we sell, we have to buy two. That's our situation right now.
That's the problem we've got with FSG. They're just going to want to sell players to get the funds for Diamande. They're not going to pay that themselves. They're going to sell players to get the funds. We know what they're like.
I know what they're like.
Weaken the squad to get Yon Diamande.
I know what they're like. Yeah, I know what they're like, and this is the dilemma at the end of the day that we've got. This is the dilemma. This is the dilemma we've got, and everybody at the end of the day is well chuffed at the end of the day that sort of like that we bought in this Victor Munoz chap. Don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm not this happy because I don't know much about him to sort of like be this happy. He can come in and do a madness. Yeah, he can come and do that, or he can come in and flop. But the fact is that it's the price that we got to pay. The price that we got to pay to bring this lad in. It's not right. It's not right, my friend.
And then you're going to bring in Yon Diamande. They're going to get rid of two. They're going to get rid of 3 players in order to make that happen.
Sorry.
Probably they'll make money. A way to make to get the money for Yon Diamande, they'll sell Gakpo for 70. They'll sell Curtis Jones for 20, and then someone else in between to get to the 120 million. Euros they'll probably end up paying, because that's what our owners do. That's why I'm not surprised about this.
But if they do that, if they
it doesn't make it right. I just know how they operate, and I don't.
Oh yeah. No, I don't get me wrong. I hear you 100%. Yeah, but I'm saying if they do that, my friend, if they do that, well, I don't want Diamande then. If we got to sacrifice,
that's the thing. If you want beyond Diamande and all these shiny toys. Yeah, we know what they'll do because they did it last year to get Isak.
Yeah, but I don't want him there.
Look how many players we sold last year to get Isak.
No, we sold the players.
That's the thing. We've got to.
Yeah, but no, what isn't they? Yeah, we sold. Yeah, you're right, but we did sell them the previous season. But you're on the right track. You are on the right track. You know what I mean? You understand?
Well,
So
we
if
sold 237 million worth of players.
yeah,
237 million we got for players. That was used to get
well, you know, the thing is about it,
TK
yeah.
and
The thing,
Verts. We got 35 million taken off that because we sent.
the thing is about it, what I'm trying to say, yeah. If that's what we got to do, yeah, right. 1 second. 4-0, you know. Yeah, 4-0. Cannon's winning
I've
4-0.
seen 5.
What I was
Oh, right,
well
yeah,
probably
5, not 5. Yeah, okay.
yeah. What I'm saying at the day, yeah, this is what I'm trying to say to you. If that's what we got to do in order to get
Mhm.
the Monday, I don't want him then. Because I don't see the sense.
But
I
that's how
just don't
owners,
yeah. Well, I don't want him
that's
then. I
how
don't
owners
want
operate, unfortunately.
yeah, well, I don't want him then.
I don't.
I want
If
him.
that's
I
the
won't be
case,
happy.
I don't want him. But I also
I
know what
won't be
our
I
owners will
you know
do. They'll just sell the of our players to get one.
I'll be firmly in that driving seat. I'm not happy that Diamond is here then. I'm saying that now. If we have to sacrifice 3 players at
Yeah,
name
because you got to
to
see
get
these players go.
just to get him,
Yeah.
just to get him in, well, that doesn't make sense. That's just being a numbskull.
Yeah.
That's just being a numbskull. You know what I mean? And this is what it is.
You see what
This
they've
is
done
what
now.
it is.
Look where that Munoz plays mostly on left wing, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure he plays mostly on the left wing. Who's on the left wing right now? Gakpo. So there's Gakpo's replacement. Now you can sell Gakpo to Tottenham for 70 mil. Inter Milan already want Jones, so there's your 20 mil. What's that? 90 mil straight away, and then they're going to sell another player in between to get the money for Diamante. We know what these owners are like, and I don't like it,
I don't want
but
it.
I know what they're going to do.
I don't. When I see that, I don't want it. You know what I mean? I don't want it. I'll probably just give up in the whole. I'll just give up the whole thing because you're what sense that because you're initially weakening your squad to buy a player to buy one player. How does that make sense? That does not make sense. Do you know what I mean? Literally does not make sense really. Another thing with Gappo and they right, yeah. Another thing with Gappo, right? People at the day are cussing Gappo, right? Yeah, right, and they're forgetting one thing, right? Last season and day, right? He played the whole season out of position.
Yep.
He played out of position last season. He played as a left wide. He's not a wide player, guy. He's not a wide player, and as much shit that Gappo got last season from the fan base and there, it was disgusting. You got man like Jamie Phillips and they right. He's got a picture up, and nobody can clip me up for this and say I'm lying. You know, like they tried to say last time. Remember last time when they went there, right? Remember last time with Nick Football, that Nick commentary guy, that guy from Down Under. You know what I mean? But don't get me started. You know what I mean, right? Click me up in the day, right? And said in the day that I said that Goon Elite was on his channel. I never said that. That was in the chat. That was in the chat. They pissed me off, you know, because you know what he did as well? He called your name as well. And I did not rate that. I did not rate that. You understand what I'm saying, right? And saying how we are saying that he was on his channel. And was it or was it not? Somebody put that in the chat, Godfather.
Yeah, Raw did. And I explained that. I explained that as well.
Right. Raw put that in the chat, right? And then and this is what pisses me off, right? Towards the end of it, Raw said, "Oh, I made a mistake." Yeah, he wasn't on his channel.
It was Cherry James, if I'm not mistaken. He said Cherry James came on there.
Jerry James was on his channel, right? Yeah, but you know what, mate? You didn't clip that up, did you, Nick? You didn't clip that up, right? You just clipped up what you want to click up. You know why? Because you're a fucking gossip monger. That's all you are. Gossip monger. You're like an old woman, man. Seriously. Really pisses me off, right? Really pisses me off. Right? Anyway, Jamie and they has got a picture on his channel, yeah? And it's got like Gappo. It's got Gappo and then they as a groom, and it's got like Arnie Scott as a bride. There's no need for that. There's no need for that. There's literally no need for that. And what people don't realize it today, yeah, is people like Gappo, right? Yeah. Number one, now this is what people don't understand about Gappo, right? Yeah. Number one, Gappo is a Christian. You know what I mean? He's a devoted Christian, you know, right? Yeah. And you're putting up pictures like that of him. Like he's getting married to Arnie Slot.
Yeah.
Not right. It's not right, is he?
No.
He is a Christian. Because they are, because the thing is that they, right? They asked him, you know, when they like when he first come to the club and all that, yeah, the first season. And you know, like in the first season, you know, they asked people questions and stuff. And like they was asking sort of like, you know, people, you know what I mean, what their favorite groups are and what their favorite music and all that, you know what I mean? And Cody Gappo said he listens to a lot of gospel music. So what is that? Isn't he a Christian then?
Mm-hmm.
He's a Christian, right? Okay.
Yeah, gospel music's Christian, yeah. Right.
If he's not like a Christian at the day, he thinks along those lines. You know what I mean? He's along those lines. But I would have to say, and he's a devoted Christian, right? You understand? Because what it is at the day in the Premiership years at the day, you'd be surprised at the day how many people were sort of like devoted Christians. You know what I mean? You know that they follow the Christian faith and stuff, right? And you're putting up a picture like that, and you don't think at the day he's seen that. Do you know what I mean?
Has, yeah.
You don't think at the day that Cody Gappo ain't heard what people saying about him, the fans are saying about him. You know what I mean? How he's this and he's that.
Oh yeah,
he's only stops love child. He's only stops husband and all that bollocks. You don't think he hears all that and that? That's why and then he wants to leave the club. You don't think about that. Do you know what I mean? And
I hear you.
And it's all came about. At the end of the day. Number one, he had a shit season, and not to be fair, and every player in that team, right, had a shit season. I cannot pick up one person and one person, right, in that team, in that sort of like squad that I haven't talked about negatively. Then people haven't talked about negatively. You know what I mean? So why is he getting? So why? Yeah. So why is he getting all the shit for it?
I don't know. It's a gender in it.
Do you know what I mean? You know, and why are people?
Because he's getting picked all the time.
But why are people then saying that? Why are people and a person? I'm not going to say the person's name. Why people and they are saying about Alexander Isak that was a waste of money. We should have never bought him. Why are they saying that? Because you know what I mean. Because and it was to the fact that the day, right? What would you expect from Alexander Isak? He was injured, yeah, like coming up to being bought, yeah, right, and he didn't have any sort of like preseason. He had no preseason. So really and truly, it was always going to be catch up for Alexander Isak. It was always going to be like that. Nobody could tell me anything different. It was always going to be catch up for him. Me, when people ask me what I think for Cody Gappo, I said I'm putting Alexander Isak. I said you have to wait till next season. That's when you're gonna see the best of next season. And look how he's playing. Look how he's playing in the World Cup. You can see he's got back to fitness. You know what I'm saying? So that this season, because obviously Sweden ain't gonna get that far in that tournament, right? Yeah. This season. Yeah, but this season and day, right? He's gonna get a chance to have a proper pre-season. You know what I mean? Clean slate again, right?
Yeah.
Now you're gonna see sort of like how this guy's play. This guy can play. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's got like was it McAllister? It's almost got a Spanish compadre. You know what I mean? Although he's Ariela's from Spain, and he's from Argentina. McAllister. They both speak the same language and they both probably got the same customs and such. You understand what I'm talking about? So it's a match made in heaven, isn't it? You think about it. You know what I mean? But the way that people and they been going after these players and stuff, right? It's just it don't make sense to me. So right, you're gonna get rid of 3 players at the team. You're gonna get rid of Cody Gakpo. You're gonna get rid of McAllister. You're gonna get rid of Jones. Yeah. Can you honestly tell me that you trust, number one, you believe at the end of the day that's a good decision to get rid of 3 players for one, and you can't tell me, can you tell me as well, right? I want these people to come and tell me that all these people that want Cody Gakpo out, McAllister out, and Jones out, I want them to come and tell me that you honestly believe that FSG is going to replace these players and replace them properly. Because you know something in the day, as I said before, right? As I said before, you need right. If you're selling 1, you got to buy 2. You got to buy 2. So really, truly, in the day, you have to buy 6. I'm expecting that if you sell McAllister, Jones, Cody Gakpo, I'm expecting 6 players to come in. That's what I'm expecting. 6 players to come in. But that's the minimum. 6 players have to come in. 2 midfielders, probably 4 midfielders and 2 attackers. That plays off the left.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I can't
see
it. I can't see it, but I can't see it. But as the only way that's going to make sense for me. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? Have we lost our minds or something? Have we really lost our minds? Is it the fact that we've forgotten what football's all about? Is that what it is? We've forgotten what football's all about, and we've forgotten how football works. Have we forgotten about that? Is it only a handful of people? Yeah. Is it only a handful of? Sorry to cut across you. Is it only a handful of people that know how football works? Is that it, Copfather?
Must be, man. Because I know that the way our owners do things is not the right way to do things. I've been saying all season that they sold 237 million worth of players in order to get Ekatike, Isak, and Wirtz. And Wirtz's price was actually brought down because we sent Kwanzaa the other way. And Isak's price would have been brought down because
5 million now, isn't it? Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, man. Isak's price was actually brought down as well because we ended up paying the owners in Saudi for 50 million for Nunes. The people who own Newcastle own a club in Saudi that Nunes went to. Did everyone know that? No, I don't think you did. It should have been 150 million, but because we brought down the price so rapidly by selling Nunes, they brought it down to 130, and Isak paid 5 million out of his own pocket in order to get that deal done. We only paid 125 million.
Oh yeah, because he really wanted.
But still,
go on.
Yeah.
But what people don't understand,
Go ahead. I'm on a bit of a delay. I can't really hear you.
So what people don't understand is that Isak really wanted to come to Liverpool. He didn't want to go anywhere else but Liverpool. And the things about it, he told these guys this, right? The season before. He told them the season before that he's leaving and he wants to go to Liverpool. He told them this. But he's like these people share arrogance at the end of the day, right? Thinking at the end of the day, well, we ain't gonna sell to Scousers, blah 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 blah. We're holding to our players. We're holding to our player if at the end of the day that's all like me selling to the Scousers. Because you know something, right? Sandro Tonali is more or less at the end of the day gonna go to Man United. that didn't take half the problems that we had in getting Isaac. There was no problems there. There's no like that numbskull Alan Shearer coming out and saying that Isaac's a disgrace, or like tonight is a disgrace, and they trying to go to Man United and blah blah blah. Get out of it, man.
That's why I don't listen to them talking about that, because they didn't say anything about Gyökeres, and they didn't say anything about Whistler doing the exact same thing. In fact, Gyökeres started it off by saying to the president of Portugal, "I'm not going to play for you again." That was his words to him.
Yeah, but I just don't.
Oh my God! If Tonali goes to Spurs, what a disaster!
No, he's probably going to Man United. I think that's nearly a done deal. I'm
not being funny. Anyone who goes to Spurs at the moment, after they've just finished 17th in the worst league in recent memory, I can't think of a worse league than this one this season.
Bro, that's twice to finish 17th. But what it is, I just don't understand people's ways of thinking when it comes down to sort of like football related to sort of like relating to Liverpool. I just don't get it. And I will never get it. I will never get it. What it seems to me in them day, right? Yeah, it's what it seems to me. This is what it seems to me. The more you entertain on these channels, like the football channels, the more you entertain, the more outlandish things that you say, the more views you're gonna get, the more subscribers you're gonna get. If you come in and talk real facts, and people do not want to know. They don't want to know. They're not interested.
Don't want to hear that we have to sell 3 or 4 players to get Yondia Monday. No one in the chat wants to hear that, but I know that's going to be the case because we've seen it before.
Yeah,
we've seen it before. That's how we know it's coming, because we've seen it before plenty of times.
Yeah, and
we got a bit of a backlog on chat here. We got a bit of a backlog on the chat here.
All right. So where are we starting from then?
It looks like we're starting from just after Fans TV. Let's start on Ant Deco saying, "Well in Canada."
Well, this one, like, what, 4-0?
No. He says, "Well in Canada" at 12:32 a.m.
All right, 12:32. Hold on. What's that? Oh yeah. Yes, they've got it right. Go for it, fella.
Answer well in Canada. Natasha says 5 World Cup games on tomorrow. Interesting. Little Copeye says you can't bring in 5 to 6 players with no one getting sold. No club has ever done that. Yes, but it's all
no. Let's get this straight. Yeah, we can. If we can't at the end of the day, right? If we can't bring in 5 or 6 players at the day, we'll leave those players there where they are. Leave McAllister there, leave Jones there, and leave Gappo. Don't trouble them then. Do you know what I mean? Because if that's the case, if you leave them 3 there, you're only gonna have to bring in 3 to make your squad more bigger. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't tell me what. You know what they say is in the day, right? No disrespect, little copper, to you. No disrespect. But they got a saying it in the day. Don't bring me problems, bring me solutions.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
There you go.
Mr. Hi-Fi, FSG are constantly changing the squad to dodge doing the appropriate things like getting contracts renewal done and getting the right transfers for our players, reinventing transfer fee correctly. Yeah, man, I don't like the way they sell players because they always sell them for way below market value, and I don't like that. Uncle, you have to be in the boardroom. That's from the top.
Yeah. No, she's right. She's right. That's the only way. She's right. She's 100% right. That's the only way that I can get sense of the whole thing. If I'm in the boardroom and I'm seeing what's going on, because I would say to when they're making a decision like that, I'll say, bro, that don't make sense. That doesn't make sense what you're doing. Think about it. Doesn't make sense what you're doing.
Fans TV we not got many players to sell really. Endo, Simicast, Jones, Maka, and Gakpo at a push. Diamande, far too expensive for one good season in German league. I hear you, but we also know how our owners do things, and the fans are screaming out for Yon Diamande, and the only way we're going to get him is to sacrifice 3 players. That's how FSG do business, unfortunately. They'll weaken the squad. Little cop out. We're going to have 5 high quality forwards. We're having a 6 to 7 average forwards. I would rather have 6 to 7 average forwards because at least if one of those goes injured, there's another one waiting in the wings. It's all
No,
right having the.
Sorry to cut across you. I'm not talking about having sort of like 5 quality forwards. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you sell Gakpo, you have to buy 2. You have to buy 2 forwards. If you sell McAllister, you have to buy 2 midfielders obviously in his position. You sell Jones, you have to buy 2 midfielders in his position. Do you know what I mean? That's where the 6 comes in. Do you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? That's where the 6 comes in. Because the fact is that you sell them 3 and they just to get one person and they right. Well, then you're weakening the midfield. What? All right, you sell them 3 players, yeah, right. 2 of them are midfielders, right? Those 2 midfielders go, right, bro. Those 2 midfielders go, and then sorry, let me just turn this down. Those 2 midfielders go, right, and then what happens? Yeah. Well, then you're down, didn't you?
Yeah.
Those 2, right. 4. All right. 2 midfielders go. Jones and McAllister. Yeah, Jones and McAllister. Yeah. Then what you're left with is right. You're left with 1 and they sort of like you with Gravenberch, yeah, and Verts and Szoboszlai. That's what you're left with. Because you cannot depend on trainee only because he's still young. You cannot push him in the firing line. As for Basetic, yeah, right. He's been injured for the last 2 years. He's been injured. For the last 2 years, he's been injured. So you can't rely on him. So then at the day, you're relying on 3 midfielders at the day to sort of like for you to sort of like to work with. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? So why not? So why not at the day, right? You got 6 midfielders, yeah. Why not just leave the 6 midfielders there? And if anything, yeah, you're adding on to it, like getting a DM. You get a DM or and like a holding midfielder. You're adding on to it instead of sort of like depleting it. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, right? Sending off that midfield. It makes no sense. Nobody can say that makes sense. I'm sorry.
It's quality over quantity from Little Copite. Natasha says, goal 5-0 Canada, what a game. And Ant says, 5-0 Canada, get in. Liverpool 12 man's in the building. Wagwan to the panel and chat. Big up 12 man. Little Copite, question for both of you. Would you rather have 6 to 7 forwards, 3 of them are just make up the numbers, or 5 high quality forwards?
I don't want 5 forwards. I don't want 5 forwards. I don't want 7 forwards. I don't want 5 forwards. Nobody said we're gonna have 5 forwards. I'm talking about sort of like when you get rid of the players at the day that you get rid of, you have to buy 2 in that position, yeah, right. In order for you to have a team that can challenge for a league, not only for league but all 4 sort of like for all 4 tournaments. You understand what I'm saying? So if you get rid of Gakpo, which is a forward, you're buying 2 forwards for that. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right. If you're buying sort of like if you're getting rid of sort of like McAllister, you're buying 2 midfielders in his position. Same with Jones. You know what I mean? Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
I hear you. Right. I'm agreeing with you.
You know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm getting at? Do you know what I mean? So we don't want 7.
You're weakening the squad, is what you're basically saying. You're weakening the squad in order to bring in quality players.
1 player.
What if they get injured? Then what?
Yeah, we're fucked.
There's late game. Yeah. We always struggle with injuries because we don't have the squad in order to facilitate the injuries. Is wrong if you could get into a lot of trouble for doing things like that. I think she was talking about the AI of Klopp, Slots, and Gakpo. Fans TV, Gakpo is a devout Catholic in nomini patris et filii et spiritus sancti. I've probably just butchered that, but never mind.
Yeah,
Mr.
he's very religious. He's a very religious
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
But for someone to put that up, the name, right? Sorry, for someone to put that up, right? I don't rate that. Go on.
Mr. Hi-Fi says, Gakpo is aware of the fans keeping him up with disrespectful pics and remarks. Fans like that don't deserve anything. 12th man, I agree the way people take liberties with our own players is sad. It's one thing to speak on rivals, but to speak on our own like that is saddening. That is a point.
It is, that's what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying, and you know what isn't they? No, isn't they? I can totally agree with that comment. Totally agree with that. Why are we sort of disrespecting our own players like that? No, it's not right. It's not right. By any stretch of an imagination.
No, you don't talk about your own. Even if you don't like what they're doing, you don't air out your dirty laundry. You say it behind closed doors, but you don't say it in the public. If anybody else did something like that, then that person would get into trouble. True.
Exactly.
Little cop out. We got a delay. Did you want to say something, Ron? So got a bit of a delay.
No. Carry on.
I'm expecting about 6 before anyone's even sold. Okay. Uncle, you are letting it all out tonight, of course, because we're frustrated because we're seeing the squad get weakened. It's annoying.
It's just annoying, and what's happening with our club and some a section of fan base that call themselves fans. I'm sorry, it's annoying.
Mr. Hi-Fi, these fans are so desperate to see their team win, they just sacrifice their own self-respect and dignity by acting shamefully, disgracefully. Natasha says, no, Tonali to Spurs is a done deal. It was reported earlier, done deal. Or fair enough.
Oh, okay.
Tonali to Spurs, what the hell's wrong with him? Little cop.
No, sorry to cut across you. I know why he's gone there, because it's a Italian coach, isn't it? It's just deserve it at the end of the day. He's Italian.
Okay.
So, do you know what I mean?
They're not going to do much. It's normal to sell players every single summer. Okay, but you're weakening the squad at the same time. We need to keep the squad going in order to win the league. The reason why we won the league the first time under Klopp was because he kept the same 11 players.
Yeah, and he had a strong side.
Because he built another strong squad in order to compete for the league. Salah had a breakout season, but he still broke the assist record. Nearly broke the assist record, didn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, as great as it is selling players every single summer, I don't want to be doing that. I want to build a squad, take that squad to its natural end, and then bring in more players. That's what I want to do, rather than just selling those players on. Because unless that player has retired or cannot run anymore, that's when you get rid of them. You don't get rid of them straight away, because who's coming in might not be as good. Canada player broke his leg. Bad challenge. Ow. Oof. But that was painful. We'd have 100 players in square if we kept everyone. It's not about keeping everyone. It's about keeping the squad, 11 players of the squad, and then an adequate backup on the bench. That's what we want.
All right, hold on. Look, check this down, right? Sorry to cut across you. Check this, yeah, right? Look at what's it, Arsenal? Haven't they got three players in every position?
Yep.
So what's stopping them? What's stopping them? It's got so much at the day that Lewis Skelly at the day doesn't know if he's got a place at the club anymore. He doesn't know if he's got a spot. He's come back from Marseille. I was chatting to my brother about this. He's come back from Marseille, yeah, and he doesn't know if he's got a spot on the team anymore. So much to the fact of the day, right, that apparently Liverpool's apparently sniffing around the situation. Do you know what I mean? Of Lewis Skelly. I think I said about that the other night. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Lewis Skelly. Okay.
Yeah. No. I'm going to say Ethan Ranieri. Sorry, Ethan Ranieri.
I've heard of Ethan Ranieri. Yeah. Definitely.
Ethan Ranieri. You know what I mean? Even Max Darman at the day, like 16 years old, right? I think 16-year-old now, it's in front of him. So where's he going to get? Where's he going to play? That's like, where's he going to play? So really, truly, and they've got a big squad. It doesn't hurt them.
That's true.
That's what I'm trying to say. They got, remember, Arsenal have got 3 players in every position. Imagine that. They've got 3 players in every position. So really and truly, if they can do it, if they couldn't do it, and we're a far superior club than they are, yeah, why can't we do it then? Why can't we have a big
I've
squad?
never understood that. I've never understood why we can't have a big squad. I've never understood that.
Shit. Wait, one second.
And says little cop-eye pointless saying anything. No, it's not pointless saying anything. It's just that we give you we'll challenge your comment and we expect you to challenge us as well.
Yeah, you know,
Natasha, Canada
I don't get.
6-0. We're not just going to
Sorry,
agree.
you know what it is. Sorry, because I don't get it with some of these the only fan people that in the chat. I don't get it. It's like in the day that you know you shouldn't expect the best for your club. Do you know what I mean? You should just you should just have a defeatist sort of like mentality. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that's what you want, Andico, yeah. If that's what you want, really, well, I'm sorry, you're not going to get it from me. I've supported this club far too long at the day to have a defeatist mentality. I'm sorry. Sorry, carry on, bro.
Where are we up to? Here.
6-0.
Yeah, Canada
That
6-0. What about if Jones wants to leave? Well, that's his prerogative to leave. I personally wouldn't want him to, but if he wants to leave, he wants to leave.
Yeah, but if Jones wants to leave it, then it still stands. It still stands. We need to get 2 players in his position. It still stands. Whatever the circumstances is, if we go to Jones and say to Jones at the day, right, we really want you to stay, blah, 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 and he says, no, I'm going to leave, right, okay, then we can't force to stay. We can't force to stay. You leave at the day, but we now have to get 2 players in each position. You know what I mean? Kieran.
Brilliant game, had it all from Natasha. Little Copite, Will Wright and Kieran Morrison will be part of the squad next season. Okay.
Yeah, but you can't really rely on these guys, these are youngsters and everything, youngsters, and they're just feeling their way into sort of like the first team. There's a lot of pressure to put on these players to say like, right, you know what, Linday, right, you're gonna be a starter, or you're gonna play a lot of games next season because we just sold off a batch of people. It's not fair. Sorry.
Transfers in LFC are made significantly more difficult by incompetent owners and boardroom figures. Facts, that's the problem. And says we'd have 100 players if we kept everyone. No one's saying keep everyone.
No, you won't have 100 players. Don't be silly now. Seriously. What's wrong with you, man?
So wait until the players' legs fall off. Not legs fall off, just that they can't run as much as they used to be able to. Salah was a great addition of that one. It's all about who's coming in.
Yeah, but if he's talking about waiting to players for, I'm not saying that. I said by the beginning of this, we should not be selling players. We should be adding on to the players that we got. So if we add on to the players that we got, we can then better rotate these players. So these players at the day are not running themselves into the ground. I mean, that's not really hard to understand, is it? Really? I'm sorry. I'm not being disrespectful, nothing like that. Yeah, not being disrespectful, like that. But I did explain this in the beginning. Yeah, that we should be adding on to the players that we got. We shouldn't be selling any players, and that's my main point. Is that we shouldn't be selling players because we haven't got enough players to sell. We're literally at our bare bones as it is. We've had 4 players over the last year or so. Yeah, we've had 4 of our best players leave the squad, and that was on a free. We never got no money for that. You know. Oh, tell a lie. We got 10 million, and that was only because they wanted to play Trent in the World Cup, that World Club Cup thing. So we got 10 million, so we can go early. You understand what I'm saying? But we've lost 4 of our influential players. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And you're telling me today we're supposed to lose 3 more. Lose three more than they, and not bringing adequate adequate reinforcements. This is what I'm talking about. You can't go out and in the day, right? You can't go and sell free players for your best players. Get one player in, and then you know what you do. You know what you do? You just go and get a DM in the day for like the midfield. Do you know what I mean? No, you can't do that. Because the thing is about it, isn't they, right? You know what I mean, the thing is about who's going to take the place for Gappo? Who's going to take the place for, I'm not calling Gappo, for Gravenberch? Who's going to take the place for Gravenberch? Who's going to take the place for Szoboszlai when he gets knackered? Do you know what I mean? You understand me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Don't make sense, man. Doesn't make sense.
Because essentially what I'm seeing is if we carry on weakening the squad to go and get these marquee signings, then what happens when that marquee signing picks up an injury? Who's there to keep him going? Isak and Ekatike both got injured this season. Who was there to take over their place?
Exactly. Like we had two right backs.
Just keep buying these
two right
backs. Yeah.
We had two right backs that went injured. Yeah, that got injured. Yeah, and his answer was to put like a midfielder down there. Karen.
Klopp kept all his best players because he knew that FSG would sell them and bring in unproven talent. And Klopp kept the same team for a good few seasons, and we won every trophy there was to win. Every trophy we were in, we won. The Premier League, the Champions League, the Club World Cup, the Carabao, the FA. We won it all. We won a lot. That's when he had a squad that he didn't sell. He just kept adding to the squad individually in January and summer. That's what we need to be doing. We can't just go selling McAllister, Jones, and Gakpo just to bring in Yon Diomande because you've taken away 3 players and brought in 1. What happens if Yon Diomande picks up an injury? He's only human. You're going to have Rio over there. You're going to have Munoz over there. That's the problem, guys. We need to think about this because we can't weaken the squad for a player. We did it last season and look at the result. We had no one coming off the bench when Isak picked up an injury, when Ekatike picked up an injury. There was no one there to pick up the slack.
Go on, man. Read that one for me.
Arteta 7 years in, totally different.
Yeah, but in that 7 years, that 7 years that Arteta was with obviously that's still with Arsenal. How many players has he sold?
He doesn't sell players, he terminates them.
Exactly.
He doesn't sell players, they terminate them.
The things about it, what he does at the day, right? Some of the people in the day, right, that he don't want, yeah, he didn't really want. He put on loan, yeah, he put them on loan, like Albert Lokonga, because Albert Lokonga was on loan in playing for Luton Town, yeah. But I think he's gone back to Belgium. I think, yeah, right. Then he had that Tavares at the end of the day. He was on loan somewhere, and I think he's still. I think they end up buying him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Arteta does not sell many players. He doesn't sell many players. I'm telling you, he don't.
He doesn't sell any players. He just tells them about on loan and eliminates their contracts. He doesn't sell any.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And when their contract expires, and he just lets them go by their business. That's what he does. He don't sell players.
No, you don't get.
You do not get a big squad like Arsenal's got the biggest squad, one of the biggest squads in Europe. Imagine that. It's got one of the biggest squads in Europe. You don't get a bigger squad in Europe by selling people. Don't sell nobody. If anything, he collects. Yeah. Remember the day. He collects. Yeah, go on.
There's a delay. I'm seeing your screen going back around in circles. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
There's a massive delay on my side here.
Yeah, I know.
It's not going to be fixed in 20 seconds, man. It's going to be annoying. I can see Caffey's just came in. I can also see Lucky's coming. Mr. Hi-Fi. I can read them, but I can't
All right,
really
hold on.
see them that well now.
Let me read out some of them before you give your hand. Yeah. That's it.
All right,
Canada won. That's it. Canada won 6-0. Right. Yeah.
6-0.
7
Wow.
years in Arsenal, 1 billion. Yes, he don't sell players. He buys players. Kick off at, was it FT? I don't know. That's supposed to be.
Kicked off at full time, I
SG,
think he said there.
what's that?
I think he said FSG are repeatedly weakening the squad to raise funds for
No,
transfers.
this one here.
That's
This
my
one
point.
here.
He says kicked off at full time. Qatar kicked off at Canada at full time, apparently.
Okay. FSG are repeatedly weakening. FSG repeatedly weakening the squad to raise funds for transfers. Exactly, Mr. High Fly. You get it. You actually get it. Nacha says players fighting at the end of the match. Wow.
What?
Defeatist mentality. Defeatist mentality. Why was so far from actually knowing me? It's insane. I didn't say you personally actually. So I suppose you want to hear what you want to hear. So I can't really say anything about that. Do you know what I mean? Natasha said, calm down, uncle. Is the best. Is the heat getting to you? No, it's not. I'm just trying to explain. I'm just trying to explain things to you. Explain things to you guys, and you're just not getting it. So you know what I mean. And as I said, and I mean this with sort of like with the greatest respect. You know what I mean. So if you guys at the end of the day take it disrespectfully, there's not much I can do about that. I'm sorry. If you add shit onto shit, it's all gonna be shit. Either way, no disrespect. Who's talking about adding shit onto shit though? I didn't say that.
I have no idea.
I don't. I did say I really don't know.
Rashford.
Transfer him, rumor, Rashford to Arsenal. Boy, that could happen. You know, it could happen. Crazy calling me. I think Copfather.
Called you defeatist. He said all fans with defeatist attitudes. He didn't say Antico. No, he didn't say the words Antico. Defeatist mentality.
Antico. Let me go on big screen. Let's not go on big screen for a minute, yeah.
Anyway.
Andico, you really got to start listening to what I say, yeah? If you cannot listen to what I say, I'm telling you, I mean it with the greatest respect. Trust me, with the greatest respect, please do not respond to what I say if you're not going to listen fully to what I said, right? As Copfather explained to you, right? I didn't say Andico has got a defeatist mentality. I said I'm fed up of people with a defeatist mentality. However, if you feel you fall in that box there, well, I can't do nothing for you. As I say, who's the cat fits, let them wear it. Do you know what I mean? But I never called your name. So please don't say I said something when I never said anything. Please listen to what I'm saying. If you ain't gonna listen to what I'm saying today, it's just no point. It's just no point in responding. You have to listen to what I'm saying. And I mean that with the greatest respect to you. Let me go back on and take them off the screen. Yeah. Right, can you read this out then? Yeah?
Let's see. We want to make money to sell the shit players and reinvest into high quality players. That's weakening the squad, little cop out. We don't want to be weakening the squad. You might not rate them, but a body's better than no one.
Yeah. Read this one out first.
Uncle Rod's correction: FSG, LFC no longer sell players anymore. They let them go for free. There you go. Rods.
Yeah, exactly.
Robbo, Canate, free. Salah, free.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. That's exactly
free from the 11 boys.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. We've lost 4 good quality players, yeah, in the last year or so. 4. Let that sink in. Qatar's first team to be eliminated from the Qatar is the first team to be eliminated from the World Cup. Wow, so that.
Wow.
What's that? Gapper was there. So go on, read it.
Gakpo was there, and what happened took 41 minutes to get his first touch against Chelsea. Players like that are holding the club back. Okay. What happens if the whole team picks up injury? It's not happened before, but you just never know. It's always good to have backups around just in case. Because then you'll have to do what Klopp had to do in his final season, and that's go to the academy. You don't want to be going to the academy to bring them into the first team like he had to do.
Yeah, but the thing is about it, big
up Cafe, yes, but there should still be. I'm delayed. I can't hear you.
No, go on.
Carry on. I was delayed. I was reading Cafe. Yes, but there should be better utility of academy players, shouldn't there? That's true. There should be, but I don't want to be relying on academy players to.
Yeah. And what they did do, remember, they sold off a lot of the academy players, didn't they? They sold off a lot of the academy players. They sold off to the fact that there's only, I think it's about 2 or 3 that's come back. They sold off enough of them. Enough of the good ones as well. Bobby Clark and all them man they got sold.
That's it. Lucky Singh says, Mr. Risky Signings. He normally has different things. Let me see if I can see. We aren't ever going to ever agree, Rod. That's clear. Okay, Ant. Must say from Lucky, and then Ant says Cafe. Lucky says Diamande. Okay. So we aren't ever Mr. Risky Signings must say Diamande, and then that's basically all 3 in 1 because Lucky puts in things like that. Ant says he's not a genius. He's referring to Arteta. Cafe says,
I'm not. Sorry to cut across you. I'm not saying he's a genius. I'm just saying that's all right. He hardly sold players, and plus as well, he's got players. He's got 3 players in every position on the pitch. He's got one of the biggest. We've got one of the biggest squads, in Europe. You know what I mean? And you don't get that from selling players. Sorry, Karen.
No. Kathy says, hi, Ant Hunt. Mr. Hi-Fi says, Lucky Singh, facts. Kathy says, that's what has let us down. There is no longer integration of academy players. That's 100%. That's no issue.
That's 100%.
No issue. Ant says, you okay, Kathy? Kathy says, big up Cop and Rods. Yep, big up Kathy. Always lovely to see you, love. Lucky Singh says, spending 100 mil, very dangerous. Polite market, I think he means there.
But Man United's done it on numerous occasions, really. So, what's the point?
I don't know. The market's pretty inflated right now. Kathy says, yeah, not bad. Hope you are well. Lucky Singh says, Diamande, not sure about him. He's also said, it's another kid. And says, I'm not going to read that one because we're not opening another can of worms again. Christopher says, love Rods. And says, actually followed you for a long time, Rods. Okay. Little Copper says, you wouldn't want a dead body even though it's still a body. No, I don't want a dead body. I want the body to be able to move around. I want a player, an academy player if I need to. I just want a squad. I want a squad to compete. You can't go on all 4 fronts with just an 11. You need a squad. So are we going to sacrifice the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the Champions League for the Premier League? We do it every season. No, we're not. We're going to get a squad. And we're going to compete on all 4 because that's what Liverpool should be doing, is competing for all 4 trophies.
This is what I'm saying. It's all right saying it, and Dave. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that Dave, if the state that we're in now, at this present stage in the day, right, where our squad is already thin already. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, right. You have if you're going to get rid of any players now, you're going to have to bring in 2 players in that position, and I'm talking about 2 quality players in that position. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm not saying they replace shit with shit or whatever. I'm not saying about it. I'm talking about 2 quality players has got to come in that position. because the fact is today our squad is very thin. I don't think people realize how thin our squad is. Do you know what I
It's
mean?
very thin.
Do you think at the end of the day that this guy that's coming the other day, was it coming? That's going to come in, right? You think at the end of the day all our problems are solved because we've got this guy here? No, our problems are not solved. We still got problems with the squad. We still got to try and convince like Cody Gakpo, McAllister, and Jones to stay. And if they don't stay and they do choose to go, we have to get adequate replacements. We've got problems. We have got problems with our squad. That's what I'm saying. And if people can't see that, well, I don't know what to tell you. Seriously, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, go on.
The squad's too thin. That's why we can't compete on all four fronts, even though that's what we want to. Arsenal literally lose players for free. We do it. It's bad when we do. But they've got a bigger squad than us. Our squad is razor thin. We don't want to lose players for free.
When's the last time that Arsenal lost a player for free that we know of? A quality player in the day, yeah, that's important to their team, yeah. I know we can any team can lose players in there. I'm talking about a quality player that's important to their team, that helps their team tick. You tell me the last time that they've lost a player like that.
I can't remember. A player from their 11. I can't remember.
Yeah, they've either sold a player. I'm not saying they haven't sold a player or two, but they haven't lost players, quality players, in their side for free. I'm telling you, we're about the only team that's happened to, you know.
Yeah, players leaving our 11. Yeah, I agree with that. Qatar can hold that. Mr. Hi-Fi in the building. We'll agree to disagree then. Okay, let's move on. We have put release clause 30 million Marcus Rashford at Manchester United. Okay, that makes sense. We built a great academy in Edwards and Hughes slot, destroyed it. Facts.
Yeah,
that's
facts.
What the problem is.
That is facts. That is big facts. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. So we can't really rely on the academy, can we?
No, because the two
idiots
decided to it. Barcelona will regret it. Okay. We'll agree to disagree. Okay, we've moved on now.
Yeah.
In the past, you could rely on a decent academy player to fill in. That was the point. That's how Trent got into the squad. That's how Gerrard got into the squad. That's how Carragher got into the squad. You came from the academy through. Right now, we're selling the academy and going to someone else's academy and buying their academy players. What are we doing here? Jan Diamante came from Leipzig's academy, didn't he? Did he come from their academy? He's 19. Lucky says Jones wants out. If we have to convince too many players, then buy. We can't keep on going like that, and we need a squad in order to compete with Liverpool. We don't just want to compete for the league. We want to go for the Champions League, the FA Cup, the Carabao, and the league. We want all four because that's what this team was built on. Shankly built the team to compete for trophies. Paisley carried on that tradition. We need to keep it going. I bet we got Bournemouth first, probably. I think it might be Coventry myself. Mr. Hi-Fi, what's the issue with FSG? What's their ambition? They haven't got one. Is it selling players, buying players, or investment in the club? FSG have no idea or direction. They are willing to make some mistakes over and over again. Roger, on my screen, you're spinning again.
What's that?
On my screen, you're spinning round again. I just see you as a box at the moment. Oh, hang on, you just come back.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be annoying for the next
few minutes. That last comment and this last comment here, man, that deserves that deserves one of these. Yeah, I'm sorry, it deserves one of these. Hold on. It deserves one of these.
Viene el centro, clave, gol.
That's big facts. And this is what I'm trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Suppose Leone grab Jones on the bench and sell Endo, Maka for Stiller and Tonali. Please don't tell me we're not better off.
Right.
So let's see. That's Szoboszlai.
Tonali's gone to Spurs. Tonali's gone to Spurs, so you're not getting him. Yeah. Stiller.
Who knows?
I doubt if that Liverpool will go for him. But yes, say we get Stiller. That's only so far at the end of the day. Yeah, you're selling selling Endo and Maka. Yeah, and you've only got one player coming in. You see what I'm trying to say now? Because Tonali's gone to Spurs. You've only got one player coming in. Yes, give you a benefit of doubt of Stiller, yeah, which I don't really see happening, but I'm going to give you a benefit of doubt of Stiller. That's only one player coming in, and you just sold two players, yeah, right, to get one player in. Kieran.
Midfield squad depth would be so much better. We actually have squad depth in midfield. That's actually where we do have midfielders, because the midfielders we've got, we can't play them all at the same time. We can't play Gravenberch, we can't play Szoboszlai, we can't play Wirtz, and we can't play Jones all on the pitch at the same time. So we don't play with four midfielders. So we're a bit overdone on the midfield as it is. Trent only got in squad because Klein got injured, Robbo because Moran got injured. Yeah. So you take your chances when you get them. That's how it always was. Jenna got in the squad because someone got injured and he replaced him. This is how it's always been. This is how it always was. We've seen this, Ant. So players who don't want to be here, keep them. Oh, why would you want to keep players who don't want to be here?
Yeah, he's missing the point. He's just missing the point.
I'm talking about not weakening the squad with players that do want to be here. That's what I'm talking about. I couldn't believe half the academy that was actually sold. Bobby Clark. Bobby Clark was going to be something really special.
Yeah.
Tyler Morton, look at him now. Look at Tyler Morton.
Look at him at Leon. I was just about to say him. Look at Leon. Wicked at Leon, bro.
I still think we are getting sold. So do I. I hope we're getting sold anyway, because I can't stand these owners. Nothing confirmed on Tonali. I was just naming better players. Okay, fair enough. You're cherry picking the players. I was just naming high quality players. Okay. But
you put that down. You put it down. I didn't put it down. You put that down. And if you're saying that and they nothing confirmed Tonali, and I was just naming players, that's what you should have said. But you put that down. You said that the day, right? Not me. You said you're getting rid of Endo, and you're getting rid of McAllister, and you want to bring in Stiller and Tonali. I've just told you at the day, right, that Tonali at the day he's gone to Tottenham. He's either going to be at Tottenham or he's going to be at Man United. One of the two. Yeah? One of the two.
Newcastle's not selling to us, especially if we just taking Munoz.
Right. So basically, and day, what's going to happen? Yeah. What is going to happen is that there's a two that you said you're going to bring in. There's only one available. So I've said to you at the day, right? Is this right? You've just sold two players to bring in one. That's your decision, not my decision.
We've already done that.
I read that.
1 in 10 probably good enough to play regularly for our first team who go on and have a good careers. Player regularly look at Ryan Kent. Hey?
Is there?
Oh, he means Ryan Kent out of our academy.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Show me where Tonali confirmed. I'll wait. Natasha, where did you see about Tonali going to Spurs? Done deal. Because we can't. Because
Copfather did it. Yeah, Copfather. Not Copfather. Little Copeye doesn't believe it and that he's not coming to us. That he's not. He already done it. Because I saw on like, you know what? Hold on. You know what? Piss me off now.
Pre-season watch-alongs.
Hold on 1 second. Fucking idiot. All right. All right, hold on. You want proof? Proof. Right, oh shit, I've got to do this one. Alright, hold on. Let me see this thing. Right, okay. You want proof, little one? You don't have to wait any more longer, do you, really, to be honest? Right. Breaking, Tottenham have reached full agreement on personal terms with Sandro Tonali until 2031. The Italian midfielder is set to become one of Spurs' top earner, with sources indicating Tonali has been convinced by the club project following talks with the manager. Tottenham are now preparing to open formal negotiations with Newcastle, who valued Tonali at around 90 million. Spurs remain optimistic a deal can be struck and are preparing a major offer. As good as done, mate. That's as good as done.
Because we've seen that with the likes of Verts and stuff like that for us.
As good as done. Because remember at the day he was linked in the day with Tottenham before. Yeah?
He was, yeah.
And then Man United got involved, yeah. And now at the day they say that they reached full agreement on personal terms with Sandro Tonali until 2031. That's as good as done, brother. Stop that, man. Come on, stop that, man. Because you're going pre-season watch along, Russ. Yeah, I might do. You know, listen. If I get certain things sorted out, and Dicko, I would like to go to America. You know, I really like to go to America to see one of the games in America, just to sort of like get a break after the shit year I've had. You know what I mean? Go read this one for me, please.
We should start intensified talks. Matthias Fernandez, Tchouaméni get bid talks because Ugarte will sold into Milan 25 million. Okay.
I don't think Tchouaméni. Oh, that false news as for right now. Oh, great.
Father said there was better natural goal scorers than him at our academy when he was coming through. They just didn't stick to it. That's always the case, isn't it?
Matchday Central as a source. I'm sure.
Yeah, the same ones who were supporting on Verts as well.
Yeah, that's the same people that put up Verts news and stuff. Then nobody said anything then. Do you know what I mean? Nobody said nothing then. But you were not saying something now. Yeah, well, because you're trying to prove a point. And the point still stands at the day, right? The point still stands, right? The fact is at the day, right? Even if he's not going, yeah, right, to Tottenham, even if he's not going to Man United, Newcastle are not going to. What's it? To stop you crying. Listen, bro, don't get feisty, you know, bro. Don't get feisty. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't know who you think you're talking to like that, right? Don't get feisty. You understand me? Have some manners at the day. Have some manners and respect in it for that. If you can't have no manners and respect, right? Do not come into my chat. I ain't gonna lose no sleep with you not being in my chat. So have some manners and respect. You understand what I'm saying? Because because I can be rude as well, you know. I can be rude as well, but I choose not to get in there because I'm running a channel. You understand me? Yeah. But have some blood clot respect. You know what I mean? You understand? Because even if he's not going to talk like Tottenham, yeah, and if he's not going to Man United, can you honestly see Newcastle doing business with us? Can you see that, Copfather?
No, Newcastle will not do business with us at all.
Exactly.
And I've said this for a while now. And the reason why is because we took Isak, we took their best player. And when you take a club's best player, they're not likely to do business with you again for a long time. And now you just took Munoz from them as well. They're not likely to do business with you at
You understand
all.
what I'm saying? And you're talking about
We'll
Carl
never do
Sagan,
business
mate.
with City. We'll never do business with City. We'll never do business with Arsenal. We'll never do business with Man United and Everton because these are just teams we won't do business with. Newcastle could now be added to that same thing.
Right.
Uncle Rod's
Right.
Cotfile LFC are the only champions in every Prem win or trophy win goes backwards. Rebuild under FSG is destroying existing winning squad with new players, damaging squad harmony. That's true. Newcastle probably hates us more than Sunderland. Yeah, they probably do, you know, because we keep taking we took their best player.
You know what, little foot copper, I don't want you in my chat and everything now because I think at the day, right, you ain't got no respect. You know what I mean? You ain't got respect and everything. I don't want you in my chat. You understand what I'm saying? Please do not come in my chat. You know what I mean? Because you've got no respect and everything like that, right? Yeah. You've got no respect and everything like that, and you want to try and talk to me like I'm some mug or something like that. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. So I'd rather you not be in the chat. If that's how you're gonna sort of like, if that's how you're gonna be, and that's how you're gonna sort of like want to write message comments, yeah, do not come in my chat. I lose no sleep in the day if you don't come in my chat. Seriously, you know what I mean? Because you're just missing the point every single time, and you're trying to make it out like I'm missing the point. Like I mean, I have no sense. You understand? Look at the other day, Ornstein saying United will sell Rashford to anyone but us and City. Exactly.
That's it. They won't sell to us. They'll never sell to
They
us.
will not
United
sell
will
to
never
us.
sell to us.
And you know what, Andico? You know what, Andico? I happen to rate Rashford. I rate Rashford highly. Highly, I rate Rashford. I would love it. You know, I would love if Rashford came to the club. I rate him highly. I've always rated him ever since when he broke through, and he scored us 2 goals against Arsenal. I said that's a special player, you know. That's a special player. See what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? Right, people, I am gonna make a move now because I'm feeling tired now, and I think I'm gonna watch the game. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Again, I can't see anything.
Yeah, but stay on Copfather at the day, yeah, because I want to chat to you about something still. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So guys, probably be back tomorrow. I'll probably do a game tomorrow and stuff because there's about 5 games on tomorrow, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Ferguson pulled the plug saying he's not going to Liverpool. I remember that. Oof.
Yeah, we were
He's ready
buying.
now.
Yes, I remember that. Gabriel Hensey. We tried to get him, and they pulled the plug and they say nope. That is not happening. And if I do, but if I'm right, Andico, let me know if I'm right. Yeah, he ended up going to Real Madrid, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? And let me know if I'm right, Andico. He ended up going to Real Madrid because they came back. Real Madrid came back to play us, and we beat them, innit? We beat them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, see? Right. Guys, take care. Love and respect. If you're going to watch this on a replay, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. And also sort of like hit the notification button. Click the link in the description and join me on Twitter, please. Okay? In the meantime, between time, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Love and respect.
Hey guys, I'm on the delay here. See you later, guys. I think.